today's video, we're gonna learn how to solve the volume, surface area, and the lateral area of a pyramid. So first of all, what is a pyramid? A pyramid is a polyhedron for which the base is a polygon and all lateral faces are triangles. Let's have some examples. Let's say we have a pyramid with a base of 4 inches, a height of 12 inches. To solve for the volume of the pyramid, we have a formula. V is equal to 1/3 times the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. And before we can solve for the volume, we first need to determine the area of the base. So this region is the area of the base, and supposed to be the area of the base is equal to length times width, but in this case, the length of the base of the pyramid are congruent. Therefore, our formula is b squared. But in case that the length of the base are not equal, for example, let's say the length is 5 and the width is 4, therefore our formula is length times width, which is 5 times 4. So let's go back to the problem. Let's substitute the 4 to the b. So area of the base is equal to 4 squared. Therefore, the area is 16 inches squared. Now we know the area of the base. Therefore, we can now solve the volume of the pyramid. So V is equal to 1/3 times area of the base, which is 16, times the height of 12. Therefore, the volume is equal to 64, and the unit is inches squared, in which the area of the base is 16 inches squared, times the height of 12 inches. Therefore, the unit is inches cubed. So the volume of the pyramid is 64 inches cubed. Now let us solve for the surface area of the pyramid. Surface area is equal to base squared plus 2 base times the slant height. So we don't know the value of the slant height, so let's solve for it. This is what we're looking for, the slant height. To solve for it, notice that you can make a right triangle within a pyramid, in which we know the length of the pyramid, which is 12 inches. So let's isolate the triangle. So the opposite will be 12 inches. And the adjacent, so since we're halfway, so the half of 4 is 2. So 2 inches. So remember that to solve for the sides of a right triangle, we're using the Pythagorean theorem, in which a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So the a and b can be either the adjacent or the opposite, but in this case, let's make a the adjacent. And to solve for the value, we need to eliminate the square, in which by getting the square root. So the square root of c squared is equal to the square root of 2 squared plus 12 squared. So let's plug it in the calculator. Therefore, the hypotenuse, or the slant height, is equal to 12.17 inches. We also have other method to solve for the slant height, in which I think is much easier. So the other alternative to solve for the slant height is slant height squared is equal to base over 2 squared plus height squared. And we'll do the same. We'll take the square root to find the value of the slant height. Therefore, slant height is equal to the square root of 4 over 2 squared plus 12 squared. So the answer is still the same, 12.17 inches. Now we know the value of the slant height. Now we can solve the value of the surface area. So SA is equal to 4 squared plus 2 times the base, which is 4, times the slant height, which is 12.17. Therefore, the surface area of the pyramid is equal to 113.36 inches squared. Now, let us solve for the lateral area of the pyramid. So the lateral area is when you unfold the pyramid. For example, I have a scissors and I cut through the edges. And this will be the outcome. To further understand this one, this is the slant height of the pyramid, in which measures 12.17 inches. And this is the base, which measures 4 inches. So the lateral area of the pyramid is this red region. Therefore, LA is equal to 2 times base times the slant height. So LA is equal to 2 times the base, which is 4, and the slant height of 12.17. Therefore, LA is equal to 97.36 inches squared. And that's today's video is all about.